AITA for having Christmas at my grandparents' house and accepting gifts from them when they won't include my step and half siblings? A few months after my dad died, my mom and his family had a big fight. I, 16M, was 5 when dad died and my sister, 19F, was 8. Our dad's family were cut off from us and we only got to see them again when they took my mom to court and my grandparents were awarded grandparents' visitation rights. That meant we got to call them at least once a week and see them for 10 daylight hours a month and 1 sleepover a month. They also got the weekend before or after Christmas to celebrate with us. My mom hated it, and when she remarried she tried to get my stepdad to adopt us so she could cut them off again. But we didn't want to be adopted and mom's lawyers told her the adoption wouldn't stop the rights for grandparents' rights. Luckily we never got adopted by our stepdad and we still got to see our dad's family. My stepdad had 2 kids when he married my mom and together they had 2 more. My step-sibling's mom died and she had no family she was close to, so it was just them. My mom isn't really close to anyone in her family. She sometimes talks to her sister and that's it. My stepdad's family isn't ever talked about, so IDK about them. That means me and my sister were the only ones to have more family in dad's side. And my mom and stepdad resented the fact my dad's family never included our step and half siblings. My step-siblings gave us a hard time for years about it, and my sister would always tell them they weren't family to our dad's family and they wouldn't be treated like it just because. For years that was a really big issue at home. It never made us hate our dad's family or see them as wrong or bad people. My mom and stepdad were extra pissed off when my grandparents started helping my sister through college, and they've given her a lot of money since she moved out. Mom ended up asking about the rest of us and my grandparents said they'd do the same for me, but they wouldn't do it for kids who aren't their grandkids. There's a lot of anger because of that. It's not the first thing like this. In 2020 our grandparents got us laptops for school. If ever field trips couldn't be paid for, they paid for us. My mom and stepdad had a lot of money issues this year. My mom asked my grandparents to include all the kids in Christmas this year and get something for my step and half siblings too, so me and my sister weren't totally better off. My grandparents said no and they are not doing a thing for our step and half siblings. When my mom realized they were serious, she told me I should skip Christmas over there and stand by the fact I want us all included. I told her I wasn't missing Christmas with my family because she can't accept my step and half siblings aren't their family. Mom tried to get at my sister too. But we went anyway. Mom found photos from our time there on social media and she was angry about how much we got. I always kept that stuff at my grandparents because I'd be forced to share or whatever. That's not a big deal for me. But my mom is still angry that I accepted so many gifts and went in the first place. She said I should feel like standing up for all my siblings and making sure nobody is left out. AITA?